Y'all, Bread Tuck Rob, Bread Tuck Gang forever, man. Breaking the Curse of Willie Lynch. I just finished chapter 4, the psycho-alteration of the biochemical. Man, this talks about how Willie Lynch got the other slave owners together and they were like, hey man, we got to jack these cats up mentally and chemically. Now, chemically, they were already, the slaves were already jacked up because it talks about the 400 years of slavery that they went to. That'll jack you up. Now, I'm going to give you an example that's going to make it make sense for you. Hey, man, I'm a school teacher. I teach special ed. I work with, I mainly work with boys, and I'd rather work with boys because them girls be, listen. I've had to be around girls who've been raped before, and they act really weird around dudes, man. I've been around a girl before, and she didn't want to be in the same room with me alone, and I'm like, whoa, baby, I ain't do nothing to you, but I feel you though. So whoever you got to get in here to be comfortable, or as a matter of fact, can I go? You know, because she's mentally or chemically. She's out of there, man. She just don't, hey, man, it's something that just sets her off, man. So you put that in terms of slavery. If you've gone through that repeatedly for 400 years, chemically, you out of there, man. It has nothing to do. And then on top of that, mentally, they breaking you down every day. Because you're shown that you're not worthy. You're taking on the lifestyle and the attributes that the slave owners want you to have because you can't make your own decisions, man. That's dangerous, and that's why we're still going through this today. It talks about how before we were slaves, and it talks about why we don't have our history, and why it's difficult for us to find out our history, because we were disciplined back then. It talks about in this book, man. We mastered martial arts. We had strict diets. We mastered like massage therapy, meditating. We was some bad mother shut your mouths, man. And they know, and they're saying that if we were to get back into our history and relive these things and kind of take on the diets that we used to have, chemically we could reverse this whole Willie Lynch curse, because they're saying everything goes together. You know, if we relive that, we start eating better. You know, we start thinking differently because all that goes together. Some of the foods you eat, the chemicals. Some of the foods you eat, well, the chemicals, yeah, because they put a lot of chemicals in these foods. But the vitamins and everything, they kind of affect you mentally, right? So he's saying that we could reverse this thing if we knew our history, because it would put us in a place where we become some bad mother shut your mouths again, man. And what else, man? This was some good stuff. And it also talks about, now remember I said we had strict diets. Man, back then, we wasn't eating all this crazy stuff. Now we be, and it talks about how, because we were, when we went through slavery, we had to eat what was left, and like the parts that the slave owners didn't want. To this day, we talking about eating some chitlins and pork and all that. And that stuff, folk be dying because of all that, man. Eating that old nasty stuff, man. But because we mentally, we took it. We took the bad, we took what they didn't want, and we made it amazing. And now we walking around here looking crazy, eating all this pig stuff and all this stuff that could kill us, man. In the book it's saying we took on lifestyles that did not belong to us, man. We was on point. And when you look at it, man, my hands are ashy. But when you look at it, we were back then, like I said, we were disciplined, strict diets and all that. Now we lean and diabetes and being fat and all that. That wasn't us back then. We done fell off. But because our minds were shook along with our chemical imbalance, now we out here looking crazy. When we supposed to be the ones, yeah. I mean, but you can see traces of that because people are amazed by us, man. Other people who aren't black, they're amazed by us, man. But it also talks about how Now it's about having knowledge of self, because when you have knowledge of self, things can't, you're not letting everything fly. But it also talks about how cats are kind of slowly, you know, everybody don't think, every black person ain't around here trying to be stereotypical and trying to be slaves and trying to be, some of us, you know, some of us read a little bit, some of us figure other things out, some of us look at things and be like, nah, not happening. But that's what this talks about, man. Good chapter, man. Great chapter. Chapter 4, the psycho-alteration. Yeah, the psycho-alteration of the biochemical. Man, this is a good book. I plan to hit y'all with chapter 5, man. Yeah, I plan to hit y'all with chapter 5. Breaking competitive barriers. But y'all know what it is. Bread Tuck Rob, Bread Tuck Legacy, Bread Tuck Gang forever. We value us. Y'all mucho, take it easy. H-Town all day.